Welcome to Master English Speaking Podcast, everyone. I'm Tom, and I'm really happy to be here with you today.
And I'm Emma. It's great to be back, Tom.
So,
How's your week been so far? Anything exciting happening?
You know, Emma, it's been a bit of everything. Some really good moments, some exciting work projects, and then, honestly, some moments where I just felt a bit, well, meh. Not bad, but not super happy either. Just average, I guess.
I totally get that. Meh is a perfect word for those days. It's interesting because sometimes we feel like we always need to be on, always happy, always productive. But life just isn't like that, is it?
Exactly. And that actually leads us perfectly into our topic for today. We want to talk about something really important, something that can help everyone, especially those learning a new language, being okay with not being okay.
Yes, being okay with not being okay. It sounds a little strange at first, right? Like, how can I be okay when I'm not okay? But it's a very powerful idea, and we're going to break it down for you in simple English.
Absolutely. So let's start with what this phrase actually means. When we say being okay with not being okay, it doesn't mean you have to be happy about feeling sad or stressed. No, not at all.
Right. It means accepting your feelings, all of them, even the difficult ones, without judging yourself for having them. It's about giving yourself permission to feel what you're feeling, whether it's sadness, frustration, anger, or even just that meh feeling Tom mentioned.
Think of it like this. Imagine you're learning English and you make a mistake. Your first reaction might be, "Oh no, I'm so bad at this," or "I should be better by now." This is judging yourself, right?
Yes, and that judgment makes you feel even worse. It adds another layer of negative emotion on top of the initial frustration. Being okay with not being okay means when you make a mistake, you can say, "Okay, I made a mistake. I feel a bit frustrated right now, and that's okay." It's normal to feel frustrated when learning something new.
It's about observing your feelings instead of fighting them. We often try to push away bad feelings. We think, "I shouldn't feel this way," or "I need to be strong." But pushing feelings away actually makes them stronger, or they come back later.
It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You can push it down for a while, but eventually it's going to pop up with even more force. Our emotions are similar. If we don't acknowledge them, they don't just disappear.
That's a fantastic analogy, Emma. So, the first step is simply noticing your feelings without trying to change them immediately. For example, if you're feeling anxious about speaking English, just say to yourself, "I notice I'm feeling anxious right now." And that's okay. It's a natural feeling.
And this is especially important when you're on a journey like learning a new language. There will be days when you feel stuck, or you don't understand something, or you just can't find the right words. Those feelings are normal parts of the learning process.
Right. If you tell yourself, "I shouldn't feel frustrated," you're essentially saying, "I shouldn't be human." Because humans feel a wide range of emotions, both positive and negative.
So, how can we actually practice this, Tom? What's a simple way to start being okay with not being okay?
A great way to start is with what we call mindfulness. It means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you feel a difficult emotion, instead of immediately reacting or trying to fix it, just pause.
So, pause, and then what?
Then you can gently ask yourself, "What am I feeling right now?" Just name the emotion. I am feeling sad. I am feeling overwhelmed. I am feeling a bit lonely. And then add the phrase, "and that's okay."
I like that. It's like giving yourself permission. It's a small act of self-compassion. Instead of being angry at yourself for feeling bad, you're being kind.
Exactly. Self-compassion is a huge part of this. Imagine if a good friend came to you and said, "I'm really struggling with my English studies today. I feel like giving up." Would you say, "Stop being sad, you should be happy"?
Of course not. I would say it's okay to feel that way. Learning a language is hard sometimes. You're doing great, and it's normal to have tough days. I'd offer them support, not judgment.
Right. So why do we treat ourselves differently? Why are we so much harder on ourselves than we would be on a friend? The goal is to offer yourself the same kindness and understanding.
That's a really important point. I think many people, including myself sometimes, are their own harshest critics. We have these high expectations, and when we don't meet them, we blame ourselves.
It's true. And this concept isn't just about big, difficult emotions. It's also about those smaller moments. Like, maybe you had plans for the weekend and they fell through. You feel a little disappointed. Instead of thinking, "Oh, I shouldn't be disappointed, it's just a small thing," you can say, "I'm feeling a bit disappointed," and that's okay.
It validates your experience, doesn't it? It says, my feelings are real and important. And when you allow yourself to feel them, they often don't last as long or feel as intense as when you try to push them away.
Exactly. It's counterintuitive, but accepting the feeling actually helps it to pass. It's like letting a cloud float by instead of trying to grab it and hold on to it.
So, for our English learners out there, how does this specifically help with language learning? Because, let's be honest, learning English can be a roller coaster of emotions.
It absolutely can be. Think about it. You're trying to communicate in a new language. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to struggle with pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary. There will be times when you feel embarrassed, frustrated, or like you're not making progress.
Oh, definitely. I remember days when I was learning Spanish, and I just wanted to hide under a table because I couldn't understand what someone was saying, or I said something completely wrong. The shame was real.
Exactly. And if you tell yourself, "I shouldn't feel ashamed," or "I'm stupid for making this mistake," you're adding more pressure. You might even want to give up studying because it feels too difficult emotionally.
But if you say, okay, I feel embarrassed right now, that's a normal feeling when you're trying something new and challenging, and that's okay, then you can move past it more easily.
You stop fighting yourself and you can focus on the learning. It allows you to be more resilient. When you fall, you can pick yourself up faster because you haven't wasted energy on self-criticism.
It takes away some of that pressure to be perfect all the time, which is so important. Perfectionism can really stop people from even trying to speak, right?
Absolutely. Many of our listeners might be hesitant to speak because they're afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are a natural and necessary part of learning. If you can accept the feeling of embarrassment that comes with a mistake, you're much more likely to keep practicing.
So, how about some really simple actions our listeners can take today to start practicing this, beyond just acknowledging the feeling?
Good question. One practical step is journaling. You don't need to write long essays. Just grab a notebook and a pen. When you feel a difficult emotion, write down, "Today I'm feeling," name the emotion, because explain briefly. And that's okay.
Oh, I love journaling. It helps you put your feelings outside of your head, which can make them feel less overwhelming. And it's also a great way to practice your English writing skills, isn't it?
Definitely. It's a double win. Another thing you can do is find a trusted friend or family member and just talk about your feelings. Sometimes simply saying, "I'm feeling really stressed about this English exam," out loud to someone who listens can make a huge difference.
Yes, sharing your feelings with someone who truly listens, without judgment, can be incredibly healing. It helps you realize you're not alone and that others experience similar emotions.
And remember, for those tougher moments, it's always okay to seek professional help. If you're feeling constantly sad, anxious, or overwhelmed, and it's affecting your daily life, talking to a counselor or therapist is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Absolutely. Just like you'd go to a doctor for a physical illness, it's important to care for your mental well-being too. It's all part of being a whole, healthy person.
So, to summarize for our listeners, being okay with not being okay means accepting your emotions, good or bad, without judgment. It means being kind to yourself, like you would be to a friend. And it helps you to be more resilient, especially when facing challenges like learning English.
It truly does. And remember, every time you practice this, you're not just helping your emotional health, you're also practicing your English by listening to these ideas, understanding them, and hopefully thinking about them in English.
That's a fantastic point, Emma. And speaking of continuing your English journey with us, if you're enjoying these detailed discussions and finding them helpful for your English learning, please make sure to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening to podcasts.
Yes, subscribing helps us reach more learners like you and ensures you don't miss any future episodes. We've got so many more valuable tips and interesting topics coming your way to help you master English speaking.
So, the next time you feel a bit meh, or even really sad or frustrated, try to remember our discussion today. Give yourself that little bit of kindness and acceptance.
It can make such a big difference, not just in your emotional well-being, but also in your ability to keep going, keep learning, and keep growing. Thank you so much for joining us on Master English Speaking Podcast today.
Thank you, Emma, for this wonderful conversation. And thank you, listeners, for being with us. Keep practicing your English, keep being kind to yourselves, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Take care.